Merry Christmas. I thought I'd do a video just before before we finished 2017. It's been a massive year in so many ways. I'm sure it has been massive for you guys as well, too. Um, I wanted to finish, as I expect to start 2018, and that is on a high. I've had a fantastic year, plenty of videos and plenty of revelations, shall we say, for me, and a lot of documentation of those revelations as well. But I just wanted to put out this message really just before the year ends. Um, a lot of what I've said this year has been to do with not actually waiting for set days before we're compassionate or before we become helpful. So I think what we've got to focus on really now is trying to do it all the time. Happiness and joy and getting around with the family and all those kind of things is not just for Christmas. I think it's more of a daily thing, and I think we need to bring that more into our lives generally. So I think that's what I'm going to be focusing on uh, a lot more in 2018. But also the loneliness aspect of it. A lot of what I've seen so far this Christmas, and I think people are coming to terms with it, is a lot more people are getting together. But also it also brings into the spotlight people who are lonely this time of year too. Now they could be lonely through circumstance. They could be lonely through forcibly removed from their homes around the world. They could be lonely by choice. It really is, a very personal thing, personal in the sense that they are the people that are going through these things, and I think it's really important that we recognise, what we can do, what we can basically, and the internet is good for that, and the multimedia and everything else gets a pretty bad rap sometimes. I know I've bashed them a little bit this year for spreading fear. It does some really good work, but it also does some bad stuff as well. And I think basically, you could say through fear, through fashion, through I don't know, through the news, it does its best to separate us. What I want to see happening, particularly in 2018 and going forward, as of tomorrow, is using the internet for the good that it can bring into people's lives. What are you going to do with the internet and multimedia going forward next year? Will you learn something about people, about culture? Expand your knowledge, broaden your knowledge. We don't know everything, and things are changing all the time. So maybe it's time to learn something new or review something that you thought you knew. Um, are you going to contact old family? Are you going to contact friends around the world? The multimedia, the internet is really good at uniting people. It's good at teaching us stuff. It's good at support, and it informs us um, most of the time in the right way. And I think it takes skill to fathom that stuff out. So how are you going to use it? Are you going to create that new you? Sound like one of these ads that comes out in January, the new you. But really, I think it's a huge benefit to this world, and I think if you use it right, then it's an incredibly powerful tool. And I'm trying to use it more and more in the work that I'm doing, particularly going forward. So I think what we've got to do is close this gap. We've got to close the gap between people, between cultures, between the person next door and yourself. Reach out and use that time that we have on this earth to close those gaps. I think, as I said, the internet is very good at separating us, and the message here is that I think what we need to be doing is uniting. Um, so I suppose when it comes down to 2018, what's going to be your turning point? can use. And what is it what's gonna change your life? I think that's the things that I'll be thinking of going into this new year. And the good point about this, or the good thing, is that you don't have to do that on your own. You don't have to change on your own. There is incredible support out there. Um, Not least pages like this, if it's any help to you whatsoever. So you don't have to do it on your own. You just have to reach out either, on this page or any other page, using multimedia, post a comment, and you just have that opportunity. And I think if you can, then just ask. It doesn't have to be, I'll start that on Monday, I'll start that on January the 1st, and it's not about asking yourself, well, how am I going to do this? You don't have to worry about the how, as I've said this year. It's more about the why. Why should I change? Why do I need to upgrade this, upgrade my knowledge, upgrade my thinking, perhaps? So I hope that this year, if you've seen any of these videos, that they've been of some support to you. I am not going away. I'm not going away. In fact, I'm probably going to get a little bit bigger, and I don't really mean around the tummy, because that will be one of the things that I will be focusing on in 2018. And I'm putting it up here so that people can hold me to it. Uh, I've cleared a few of the cobwebs this year, and I continue to carry on with the cleaning of the house, the internal house. And I hope that you can join me on that journey in the next year as well. It's going to be a big year. It is going to be a big year for us all, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to your support. I'm looking forward to supporting you if I can. So here's to 2018, and who knows what's coming up. I'm quite excited, quite giddy actually about it, and I hope it's going to be a really healthy one for you, and I hope you can have lots and lots of success. And we will meet then. Take care.